We are back for another episode of the 3PMS Ladies Podcast Show. Woo woo! I'm your girl Queen P.
I'm Nick.
Snoop will be back later on. She has an appointment. So we are just going to record until she gets here. Okay. We're back with my section, Diary of a Single Chick. I've officially, as I've been saying it for the last how many episodes now, not on Plentyoffish. I deleted the app. I'm just not in the mood for that at all. I was just inactive on the site for ages. Too many crazies. Now that I've had experience with it, I just wouldn't advise that. I think it's free, and if you want to mess about for free and you don't want to take things too seriously, you can jump on that. But I feel like anyone who's on that is just not serious. That's just what I think. It's my opinion. Yeah. So then I went on another one called Bumble. It's a bit of a mixed review. I was on that for about a month. I'm still on that, but not really active. So I think I've set the premise before for how the app works. So it's again a bit like Tinder. Swipe, right for the ones you like. Swipe left for the ones you don't like. And then once you match with somebody, the ladies have to contact you, and then the guy has 24 hours to apply. Yeah. So been on that. It was okay. I chatted to a couple of people. To be fair, I didn't find that I just feel like there's not enough black men on there. That's just what I think. I just feel like there wasn't a lot of black men. There wasn't just not enough variety on there. Do you know what I'm saying? So, it's not quality streets. It's, it's just not enough variety on there. It was just okay. And then what happened was, so I was on it, and then I went away on holiday to LA. And then once I got to LA, obviously it's showing me people in the area in LA, and there was a lot more variety and a lot more black men. So I matched up with a very handsome man who happened to be Nigerian, because I saw the name. And I messaged him, and he didn't message me back. So, and he liked me first. I have to say this. He liked me first. So I did what any good stalker would do. I tracked him down on social media, and we exchanged some messages. But in the end, he turned around and said he's just too busy to date. Hence why
be on a dating website?
It absolutely blew my mind, because I really liked him. And I just thought, you're a time waster. You're on there and you're active. It's not even like you're on there and you're not active. You're active. And I could tell that he was busy, because when I messaged him on social media, it took him almost a month to get back to me. So I know that he's not lying. He genuinely is. If everyone knows, especially on Insta, you can tell when someone's seen a message. So I know he wasn't lying. He's busy. And on his social media, there's a lot of stuff about his job and stuff. So I know he's busy. But
how do you know she really stalked him? That's how
you
know.
I was disappointed, but I just said, what, fine, that's okay. As the app goes, plenty of fish in the, sea and whatnot, and it's fine, So yeah, but he was really cool, but I just felt like the prospects were better when I was in America. That's just how I found. So now that I'm back, I'm looking at Bumble, I'm like, yeah, this is what the state was before I left.
Oh dear.
So yeah. Anyway, moving on from that, dating in real life. So, as Mad Nick knows, but I'll say for the listeners, I was talking to somebody who I kind of grew up with, and I kind of knew. I was chatting. But, I wasn't sure where it was going to go or how it was going to kind of go down. But in the end, I just wasn't feeling it. The person wasn't, okay, this is just my tip, ladies. If you start seeing signs in the beginning that the person you're trying to date is just not the one. They're doing certain things like you'll message them, they take about 2-3 days to reply, but when they message you, you're there and you're on it, then you start instigating conversations, and, you're just starting to feel like you're chasing the person. That for me is a big red flag. And that's when I go, you know what? I don't chase nobody. Do you know what I'm saying? I get chased. I don't chase nobody. So yeah, it just got to the point where I just had to say, you know what, before feelings really start developing, because this person was telling me that they like me, I'm like, if you like me, why aren't you behaving like you like me?
Yeah.
You know, and also telling me not to talk to other guys. Bitch, please.
I don't know about that one.
Exactly, bitch, please. But other guys are talking to me. You're not talking to me. So, you know, other guys are talking to me more than you are. So I just had to say, you know what? You work on you and I'll work on me. So right now I am in a new relationship with myself.
Oh my gosh.
The
Not
most
enough
important
room in the
relationship
world.
that anyone should have is a relationship with themselves. So I took myself out for breakfast. You know, I had a lovely catch up. A nice little coffee.
Oh, the saga just keeps going.
But this relationship is good. When I message right back.
This is what it's come down to, listeners. This is what it's come down to. I might have to step in right about now. I've got a few days off.
So I think to top it off, I just kind of said to myself, I'll still kind of be on the lookout, but probably do a little bit of online dating and a little bit of dating in real life. You know, like not like going out to kind of like singles events and things. I think I want to try that again. But I'm not kind of serious about dating, like not like I have been. I think I'm going to kind of finish off the year, just keep working on me. And then 2019, boom, I'm going to be on the lookout.
Boom, 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 boom.
Boom, boom, boom. Yep. So whether they like it or not, I'm gonna bag somebody. And that's it. You know, we could just start, how can I have a new section about something else? So, yes, that's me. But on dating, lastly on my part on dating, I've just started watching a new show. It's on, I think people can watch it. You can watch it online or whatnot if you're not in the States. It's a new show called Ready to Love. Aww. So it's a show on Oprah Winfrey's channel called OWN. And it's about it's an American dating show about singles in Atlanta. So they say in Atlanta, women kind of outnumber the men 20-1. So so it's your black singles, black professionals, and they're all over 30, and there's 20 of them. So I just watched the first episode yesterday. So it's 20, but there's 8 women and there was 10 men. So they had like a mixer and they were mingling, and what was it? The women then got to decide, like after the mingle, which 3 men they wanted to, or 2 men, 3 men they wanted to send home or whatever, so that they could date, you know, the rest of them. So some of the women wanted to get rid of one guy because all he did was speak to one woman all night. So he'd made a connection with one woman and he stayed with her. And in my mind, I was a bit like, that's great. But I understand their viewpoint. Their viewpoint is, we're not here for that girl. You know, we want to date. We haven't, you know, we've made connections, but we haven't made a connection with, you know, just only one guy. We want to date. Why should we select this guy to stay for her? What about the rest of us? We're not here for her.
Okay, fair point.
Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, she might want him to stay.
So why don't you just both leave? Why don't you just both leave? They made such a strong connection. Why don't you just both get off the show, see how far it goes, and let the rest continue?
That is very true, but that didn't happen. He got saved apparently. So now,
why?
Yeah. So now it's between one guy who's very into his business and kind of very spiritual and stuff, and another guy who's a pastor.
Ooh.
So the pastor, he's a cool, you know, he's a nice guy, he's a cool guy, and he's quite funny as well. Like he's made a connection with one of the women. Funnily enough, her name's Stormy. So she's a bit like, so I can't, you know, so thinking about it, it's like this person has to be a first lady, you know, like they in the churches there, they do first ladies and stuff. But yeah, like, you know, some of the girls are like, we like him, like, because it's out of him and another guy. They're like, we like him, but it's like, you know, one girl's like, oh Lord, you know, can we let the pastor touch you? Wow. You know, like she's always making jokes about it.
So she ain't gonna go with him because he ain't gonna find that funny.
She's because they feel like they have to be a certain type of way to be, because they're thinking about first ladies. But he's quite cool, and you know, he's like, look, I've got 2 sides of me. I've got the side that, you
spiritual.
know, it's all about that, and then I've got the side that I let loose. You know, like he was like, you know, I like to go out, I like to socialize, I like to be around people.
But when it comes down to it, they still have to represent, especially as a woman. A man could be joking around because he is the pastor at the end of the day. True. And get people to warm to him so he can have them come to speak to him confidentially. Yeah. But the woman, as bad as it is, she can't be too loose or too free.
True. And obviously, you know, especially once he finds his wife or whatever, they're a package deal. People are going to be looking to them for counselling, you know, and she's going to be like the model, you know, like as in, this is what the women of the church should be like. Yeah. So I guess it's a lot of pressure, but that doesn't mean he doesn't deserve love. You know, obviously he deserves love and stuff like that. And I'm hoping they keep him on. Because when he was sitting there saying he's got two sides to him, I was a little bit like, do you know what I mean? Is that the angel side and the devil side? Like, why should you have two sides to you? This should be one. You know, there's nothing to say that you can't, okay, you're into church or you're pastor, that you can't have fun. Do you know what I mean? Of course you can have fun. I think God's got a great sense of humour, because so many bitches and bosses he's put in my path. I know he's got a good sense of humour. You know, so, yeah. So that was it, really. It was like... yeah, but it looks like a good show, so people should check it out. It's called Ready to Love. It's an American show about singles in Atlanta. I liked it. I thought,
ATL,
this could be,
let's down though.
This could be, going somewhere. But yeah, so for me, that's kind of it on my side at the moment. So just, Nick, any advice about my love life?
Oh, fam, like, honestly, your relationship with yourself, like, that is a new one. Like, I know, definitely, but I agree, because obviously you need to love yourself first and get to know yourself first and be around yourself first before anyone else wants to be around you. So, I'll say we leave it like that. I think in the meantime, though, I think we need to have some mixes and you need to go out a bit more.
Yeah.
Would you not consider dating anyone besides black men? And older black men?
Okay.
Like... older, like they don't look old, but they're older. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Okay, so the first one, I have, you know, the last guy that I was seeing, which I've kind of told you guys about, he wasn't black, he was white.
I know, but like when you're on Bumble and seeing this many variety black men, what about the white men? Or, you know,
I feel like I'm not opposed to it, but I feel like now, and especially now that I'm in a secure relationship with myself. You know, I'm going through a process right now. So since we're still on it, let me talk about it. I'm going through a process right now. I'm doing what I like to call wife training. So like I spoke to my mum yesterday and I was like, right, it's time for me to really learn like how to cook dishes that I know I like to eat and that I would like to make for my family. My mum's like, yep, cool. I was like, let's do it. Not this Sunday, next Sunday. Let's start, and then let it get to a point where I can come over and just cook it and you don't have to cook it, kind of thing. So I want to do that. So I thought, okay, because I'm starting to try to get more I'm starting to try to create more routine things for myself, getting up a lot earlier, trying to tidy up a little bit more, just so that when I do find that person, I'm not the whole kind of wife role or whatever is not going to be like a complete... Yeah, I'm starting to try to get into those habits now to kind of set myself up just to be in a better position for when, you know, to get myself ready for that. Also, I feel like, you know, I'm coming again back into my spirituality, starting to get to know myself a bit more, starting to, like, if anybody really knows me, I have times where I have a lot of negative thoughts about people, about situations, even about myself. And now I've started to say, I'm going to protect myself from that and not let those things take roots. Even if I find that I'm starting to think about certain things, I just try to distract myself. I don't do feedback. That's another thing that I've started. I don't do feedback. If someone's got feedback, I'm looking to see who is giving that feedback. And if you're some crusty person that knows nothing about me, I reject your feedback. I don't even want to hear it. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't want any of those things to take root and I start feel bad about myself I don't do that. So I'm kind of, this new relationship I'm in, you know, it's like exploratory at the moment. Cool. You know, trying to get myself ready. And I feel better. I feel better within myself. And I feel like by the time I get to 2019, I'll be ready to go. Not just with a relationship, but just in general. I feel like mentally I'll be in a much better position to do things and to handle things. Yeah. So I just feel like now I just kind of know more what I want. And I just felt like that guy that I met on Bumble, the one that I went and tracked him down on social media, I didn't have as much reservations about like if me and him were to get together. But I just feel like, and this is for me personally, I've got nothing against, I've dated white people, I've got nothing against, but I just feel like it would suit me better. I just feel like I'm more attracted to black men. And I just feel like if I did settle down with a white man, he would do some things that I'm like, okay, so this is why I want to be with a black man, because black people don't do those things, or black people, well, a black person would understand that thing he's doing right there is like a no-no.
Okay.
I just feel like when I look at my child, I want to see myself in that child. I just do. People might think that's conceited. I just do. And if I'm able to comb that kid's hair with no problems, then no, because my hair's never been able to be put through a comb with no problems. So I just feel like my ideal, like I know kind of what I want, and I just see it might turn out that it doesn't happen that way. I don't know what God's got planned for me, but I just feel like now I know so more what I want, and that's what I want to aim for. And at the end of the day, my dad always said, if you aim for A, the least you'll get is B, so let's just hope that B is black. Let's just hope.
You would think she makes this up before, but she really doesn't. That's why she's chuckling to herself like this.
That was good. But yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. But yes, I think I'm going to start going out more. So like Shade Queen. Don't know if I told you, Madnick. Shade Queen has started going out a lot more. She's gone on meetups. So for those of you who don't know, meetups is a site where they do all sorts of things. It's like more like a social thing. So if you're into arts, they'll have like events and things to do with
on a regular basis.
Art stuff. You can create a group. So if you see there's a gap there's a gap somewhere, whether it's like friends, or like you need more friends, or you need to go to more music events, or you can set up a group, or you can look for a group that's doing things that that you're interested in, and then you get to socialize more. So Shade Queen has gone on about 2 or 3 different meetup things, and she's given a lot of good feedback, and I'm like, yep, it's time for me to start going out. Now see, I say all this, but when the weather turns bad the way it is, I know I'll be staying up in my yard, but it's still good, like meetups, you go, you get to know people, you get a bit more out there. So yes, I do agree. I'm going to start getting a bit more out there and stuff, and then obviously I feed back to the people. But yeah, that's it.
So I'm back with some TV shows, films.
Nice.
But let's go for TV shows first. So yesterday I watched a new show called Manifest. I know.
I think I've heard of this.
Probably happened. Let me describe it. So I was trying to watch Grey's Anatomy, and for some reason this week's episode wasn't ready, and I was just like, so I was just going through different synopsises, and I was like reading Manifest, and I was like, oh, this sounds interesting. So passengers get on a flight, and then they get turbulence, like when the place has to shake, there's like thunderstorms, everything, for a few minutes. Then the captain is now trying to land at JFK airport, and they're like, there's no space here, so they tell him to go to another airport. When they arrive at this airport, there's FBI, all of this around them, and they're thinking, everyone gets up there thinking, what's going on? So then one of the ladies asks them, and she goes, why is there so much FBI here? We just don't know what's going on. Is there something wrong? And he said, the date you guys took the flight was in 2013. Today is 2018. You've all been presumed dead for 5.5 years. Wow. Dum dum dum. The show starts. I was like, what? Okay. So it's only been 2 episodes I've watched so far, because it just came out. And literally, they've gone into the plane, like as he said, in 2013. The turbulence obviously was some sort of time travel / something. And I think this is based on, a few years ago, a couple of years ago, when the plane disappeared and all they found was the black box.
Yes.
I think it's linked into that, because things we watch in TV shows and films are based on some sort of truth. But anyway,
like Bermuda Triangle type thing. Yeah.
Right. So they've come off the plane. FBI is now investigating the whole plane, but they're not really checking the people yet. They're trying to find out what's happening to this plane. In the meantime, there's the leading lady, Michaela, and her brother Ben are like obviously the stars for the show, and they're starting to have words in their heads that tell them to do certain things. So Michaela's on the bus, and then she hears a voice going, slow down, and she's just sitting there thinking, what the hell? And then she's hearing again, slow down. So she tells the bus driver, can you please slow down? He goes, I don't tell you what to do when I come to your job, so don't tell me what to do. So she's just like, fair point. then it gets louder and it's like, slow down. So she goes, sorry, can you please slow down? So then he eventually slows down, and then you see this child just running in front of the bus, and the mum pulls the child back. And the mum's like, how did you see that from back there? I didn't even see. So she's thinking, what's going on? There's other things that start to happen linked to that. So they're thinking it's something connected to the plane. And then apparently they start hearing voices about going to see the plane. Right. So about 20 of them go see the plane just blows up in front of them. Just combusts in front of them. Yeah, so that's what we're up to right now. But it's obviously something that's linked. That's what's happened to them on this plane. And that's helping them to kind of help others in a way. So it sounds good. And it's obviously different things because they've been away for 5 years. People have moved on. Yeah. All that kind of stuff. It's a bit, it's very deep. And it's very sad, but it's such a good show so far.
I think I might check that out. It sounds
Manifest.
Good.
What Manifest. A nice name as well.
Nice.
Yes. So what else have I been watching? So as I said, I've started Grace again, season 15.
Damn, that show's still going.
Yeah, and she's the highest paid TV actress at the moment.
What?
Yeah, because 15 years. And think about it, Grace is a big show. Like it's past ER, all of those ones.
Yeah, true.
So far so good. It's a bit of a slow kind of start. But we'll see how it goes for the next few weeks. New show linked to it is Station 19, which is like about a fire station linked to them. Obviously based in Seattle, kind of like Chicago Fire and Chicago Med. So Station 19 also is very good, I would say. I think if you like those kind of shows, like, you know, all about the drama and rescuing people, that kind of stuff, then give it a go. It is different to Chicago Fire, should I say. The storylines are very different. It's got a gay man in it. Chicago never really did, so they're bringing that kind of element to it, a bit more family orientated. So yeah, I would say give it a little bit of a watch if you can.
I'll give that a miss, but yeah.
So this is for our superhero fans. The Flash is back.
Love the Flash.
I've been waiting for the Flash season 5 to start.
Now I watched it. Now this pigeon did not tell me that it was back. I was like, oh my God.
No.
Like when I saw it flash up on my what is it? On my peak of the day, like Sky, I was like, huh? Flash? I was literally just about to go to bed and I thought, hell to the no. Right. I need to watch Flash.
So what episode are you on?
The first one for season 5.
See, this is why we can't be friends sometimes. We've moved on from that.
Really?
So I'm not going to go into it.
Where are you? No, so you can. I mean, I'll catch up.
You'll watch it now. I won't go too much into it, but obviously we've moved on. So yeah, we all know now. We all do know now that Nora is Barry and Iris's daughter, and that she's got powers. We know this, right?
Yes.
So obviously, I like looking into the history of the Marvels because even though I do love it, I never watched it or read the comics like most people do. Yeah. So obviously, Barry and Iris in the comics have twins, a boy and a girl called Dawn and Don. Ooh. So Dawn is Nora, obviously. So everyone's still kind of like, where is the twin brother? Are they going to introduce it? Are they going to be so true to the comics as with the story? So we're still not sure. But it's a new character in The Flash who's obviously the enemy of The Flash. Right. But we're not sure how he is linked to the family.
So if they've got twins and one was called what, sorry?
Dawn and Dawn.
Dawn. So why is she called Nora?
Because obviously Barry's named after the mum, you know, like.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
So that's what, they've adapted it a tiny bit, but everything else is true, to be fair. So I'm hoping they bring a twin brother because I think it'll just make it more interesting. Because right now Nora and Iris have this tension, which we know the reason why is obviously because the Flash went missing for how many years. But it's still like, why does she have so much contention to her mother? Again, I've been reading, and it's gonna get deep. Ooh. So I've got to say, you got to watch The Flash.
Oh, I'll definitely be catching up.
And obviously Caitlin and her, you know.
Yeah, the whole stuff about her dad and Killer Frost.
And how it was when she was a child. It wasn't on the back of the...
It wasn't their particle accelerator.
Explosion that happened 5 years ago. Yeah. She's had it since she was a little girl. Yeah. X-Men. So, so waiting for that one to come into it as well. And again, there might be a death in The Flash this season.
No.
Yeah, because they haven't had one, to be fair. They've had Wells get killed, but Wells is a character that's reoccurring at every Earth. Yeah. So we don't really feel his loss because next year we're going to have another Wells. So they're saying that they might have to kill off one of the main characters.
No.
They might.
But then again, just like with Wells, they can go to another world and get that person's doppelganger.
I don't think they will. Oh, God. Just to be out there. So just watch this space with the Flash. But I do like the way it's going. I think bringing the daughter in was a nice twist. But again, there's a whole debate about them saying about the Flashpoint and, you know, if people from the future come for such a long time, it affects. But now they're trying to make it seem like Nora can stay and it's not affecting anything. But it's like, it actually can. Yeah. So, Flash lovers, they're back. And they're better than ever.
Whoop, whoop,
so
whoop,
just watch
whoop,
that one.
Whoop.
Okay, so now we're going to go into our Little Housewives, Married to Medicine saga.
Nice.
We'll start with Housewives because that's not due back till November. And they've got a new cast. Obviously, Kenya Moore's not coming back.
Boo.
Yes, you know, if it's upset, I'm just indifferent to it. But they've got new cast members coming in now. Obviously, Eva from Top Model back in the day, Eva Monsol, now's coming in there with her husband. Now she's had the baby, all that kind of storyline. And then the lady from Black Ivory.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be interesting, especially as Portia now apparently is pregnant. So that might be a bit different as well. But it's going to be, I think, a big divide between the old people like Candy, Nene, and Cynthia, and Portia to be to be fair.
Yeah.
Between like Eva and this new lady. So I feel like there'll be a bit of drama. Let's see how it goes. I'm going to give it a go because I've always liked Housewives. Yeah. I think Kenya's presence will be missed in a way because if you want to try to bring in Shemaya.
Yeah. You always get her name. Shamia.
I always get her name wrong. Try to bring her in it to give it Marlo. It just wasn't the same. It was just like filters. Like just trying to So hopefully it won't be too much of a big difference because if it is, can they go on to season 12? Can they do it another year? If Kenya's presence is so missed, will it last past this year? I'm not 100% sure.
They need to just bring her back.
Because Nene is no longer drama. She's all about the peace and the love. You know, Candy's never been like that. And she's got no one really to contend with her on that sort of level. So where's it going to come from? Maybe these new cast members. What do you think?
Well, I don't think it's going to be as good. I don't think the ratings are going to be as high without Kenya. But then again, you never know what the new ones are going to bring in. Yes, I've seen the trailer for this season and it looks good. It looks like, I can't remember exactly what her name is, but this is the lead singer of the old black girl group, Black Ivory. She's married to Mr. something DeVoe, one of the guys from who used to be in New Edition. So she's quite spicy. It looks like there's going to be some friction with her and some of the other ladies. Yeah, apparently, I think this season, again, Candy and Portia do have a little bit of beef. I think kind of centered around Portia's now fiance. I think people are trying to assume that he's like a bit of a cheater and this and that and whatnot. So people are all up in her business with that. And I think Candy's one of them. So there's a little bit of tension going on there. But hey, we shall see. Looks like Cynthia's got a new man. Her man look old and crusty. Looks like she got a new man.
Yeah, you know,
but
I prefer Peter.
Yeah, me too. And Eva is all around her planning of her wedding and stuff. So we shall see. We shall see. Looks like they're all getting along a lot better, which is not good news for us watchers because we want to see the drama, we want to see the tension. But hey, we shall see.
So
yes.
So Married to Medicine.
Yeah.
It's another one we started over the summer holidays. Like, a few years too late, but we got there in the end. We did a little crash course on it.
We did.
So now they're on season 6. Opening obviously with, unfortunately, Quad's marriage breakdown.
Yeah.
With this little weasel of a man. Where apparently he's cheated on her, which they said at the end of season 5, but it's really been confirmed now. Yeah. And they're just living separate lives or trying to build it back together. I've seen her on different talk shows just saying, if you want divorce, just divorce me. It's a bit too much. It's like, if that's really going to happen, and as much as we want to see it on TV, why hasn't it happened? Just do what you guys need to do. I'm not trying to be mean.
Well, she's filed apparently the papers.
No, she's filed
stuff
it now.
She's filed it. She's waiting for him. She says, if you want to live single, do the work.
Yeah,
just put the papers in. She's moved out. She's got her own residence now, and
but there's tension with her and the women because when things were happening, she was talking to her new TV show.
Yeah, she's on a new show called Sister Circle, and she's more friendly with them as cast, with those cast members. She feels like they're a real sisterhood.
They're rather than Married to Medicine ladies. And I was saying to If earlier that I get what she's saying to a certain extent, but as far as I can tell, they've all reached out to her to try and find out what's going on, to be support to her, and she's kind of not. And she said, oh, they're not really my sisters, they're not really there for me. But it's like, you're not allowing them to be there for you. And the same way everyone else has been through different stuff, Claude, you were up in the mix of it whenever someone else was going through it. So now you're kind of feeling the back of that insensitivity, maybe when it's you, you know, which is fair enough, because people don't realize it until they go through it themselves.
Yeah.
But to be calling them something that they've always been, and you've been with them, it's a bit hypocritical. So
yeah, I have to agree with that.
I don't really like that part of it. So far, Man to Medicine has kicked off with that storyline, obviously, and Contessa and her family struggles, and Toya's interest in her friendships a lot, and probably needing a hobby. Type of thing. So, you know, for me, again, this is one. It's a bit of a slow one. Season 6 for me so far. I'm not as interested as I usually am with what they're doing, and everything like that. But again, it is halfway through. It's like 5 years. You know, can only give us so much after a while. So we'll see how this one's going. So in terms of films, I should be going to watch a new film this week, hopefully. The Hate You Give, based on a novel, which apparently is critically acclaimed. The book is absolutely amazing. I was given to by someone else to read. Read it in a week, and that is a lot for me because I don't like to read certain books. So hopefully I'm going to go and watch that before the end of the week and come back to you. And the Red Table Talk by Jada Pinkett Smith. I've watched some of her episodes before with what's our beautiful girl, Gabrielle Union, before, and you've watched Tiffany Haddish. So this time she's got Will on there, and we've all seen snippets on Instagram about him saying that she cried for 45 days. Counting. So he said that the worst part of their marriage is when Jada woke up every morning and cried for 45 days straight.
Why?
Have you seen that clip?
No.
That's why we need to watch the Red Table Talk, because he's going into detail about it.
Okay, I've seen a clip where he said they're going to now talk about the rumors that have been going on about them too for years. Number one, are they Scientologists? I was like, okay, and they have an open marriage. Yep. And then they said, what's the secret to you lot's marriage? And he said it's cheaper to keep her than to get divorced to her. And they both laughed. Yep. So I mean, I would be, when I saw he's gonna be her guest, I was like, oh, are they really gonna go all the way and tell
I think they're gonna go all the way in, because she doesn't she doesn't. When she went with Gabrielle Union, and they were quite open in terms of their jealousy for other people and how their relationship has changed over the years, especially being in a profession together, everything like that. It was quite raw. Even Gabrielle Union admitting that sometimes she wasn't always happy for her friends who succeeded. She was actually like, why her? Why are they getting this type of stuff? So I think Jada's going to be exactly the same with Will. Like I said, he said their worst part of the marriage was when she cried. And she was like, it was for more than 45 days. And he goes, that's when I stopped counting. So it was that deep. And even Willow's sitting there going, what the like, and the mom's just like, really? And apparently, again, there's articles where they're saying now that they don't even say that they're in a marriage. Again, I think it's just like a partnership. But obviously, it's come back to that whole open marriage relationship.
I hope they tell us what the real tea is.
I think they're going to tell us what the real tea is. But I believe it's a thing where they've always said that if they find someone else attractive, they always just tell each other. Rather than being like, oh, I don't actually really find that person hot. They actually say, no, I do find that person hot. So it's not so much of a big secret.
I'm really hoping, just in the name of black love.
Black love! Sorry.
Okay, you better sort your hair out.
Where a talk show and not a film show or anything like that.
I really hope that all those rumors are not true. I hope that they are genuinely in love, and it's not just it's not an open marriage.
I don't think it's an open marriage.
A marriage of Scientology. It's not
I think it might be. I'm not gonna lie, because no shade, but Willow and Jaden.
Yeah, they're a bit weird.
That's some different kind of looks right there, but whatever.
I
don't believe they've had an open marriage.
I hope not. I just feel like, I mean, look, I'm not a Scientologist, but I've watched Leah Remini's her show about Scientology, and there ain't no nice things about it from what I've heard. From that perspective, I'm just like, no. And I think the day I saw a video, and then they had a big Scientology event, and I saw Brandy sitting in the front row, I was like, hell to the no.
It explains a lot, though.
And then no. But then she was like, she went there. she kind of, you know, like did some of the
Research.
testing and then just kind of found that it wasn't really for her. So she stopped her. Hey, please. I thought, no, Brandy, please. I don't want to X you.
Brandy.
Yeah, I don't want to X you from my celebrity likes list, please. So yeah, I just had to. But
no, Brandy. But so I'm gonna watch that tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I hope some of you are as well.
Okay. Well, I've got a film review, just a quick one, because I know we're running out of time. But if people haven't seen it, Venom. See Venom.
Yeah, I want to watch that.
It's another Marvel one. Where it's Venom. All I know is that Venom is an enemy of Spider-Man. That's all I know. I went to the film knowing that. I don't know who I heard it from or where I know that from, but I must know it historically that Venom is an enemy of Spider-Man. There was nothing about Spider-Man in the film, but it was good. It was Tom Hardy lead as the main character. And it was quite comical. It was really, really good. There were some dramatics that went on that had nothing to do with the film, but that's for another show. But it was really good. Like, it was a really, really good. I laughed in the film. It was a good film. So if any of you are bored, it's still out at the moment. Yeah. Go check it out. It's good. Other than that, I think right now, the cinema's dead right now. There ain't a lot.
Is it for The Hate You Give?
I don't know. Is it out right now though?
Out today.
Okay. Well, I take that back. So The Hate You Give is out. I like that actress. She's been in quite a few little things. So this is probably the more of the out there kind of role that she's probably been in. Yeah, but go watch that. Yay! So that concludes another episode for the Free PMS Ladies podcast show.
Thanks for joining.
And before we go, remember you can catch us on iBean. iBean. You can catch us on iTunes, Podbean, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, SoundCloud. You can email us at freepms.ladies@gmail.com. If you do listen to us on iTunes, please don't forget to subscribe and leave a review. If you're going to listen to us on Podbean, create an account, like the episode, and it will automatically download the episode the minute we release it.
Yep.
I am Miguel, Queen P.
I'm Snoop.
Mad Nick.
Bye-bye.
Bye.